My name is Ellsworth Wareham. I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon, and I practiced cardiothoracic surgery until I was 95.
Ever wondered how some people stay sharp and active, even into their 100s?
You know, I don't have any trouble with my joints. My hands are steady. My balance is good, you know. So I'm basically no different than what I was 50 years ago.
Meet Dr. Ellsworth Wareham, the world's oldest practicing heart surgeon who lived to 104 and performed or assisted open heart surgeries until 95. What if his longevity secrets could transform your life? In this video, you'll discover the 7 powerful habits that kept Dr. Waham's mind and body thriving for over a century. From his unique dietary approach to the specific low-intensity exercises anyone can do, stress management techniques, daily routines, and the one crucial vitamin that he takes daily which may be missing from your diet. Whether you're 25 or 75, these actionable tips from a surgeon who mentored medical students until age 95 could add decades of quality life to your journey. First longevity hack: pursue your purpose. Let passion be your guide. How could someone stay energized enough to assist heart surgeries at 95? Dr. Ellsworth Wareham didn't just have a job. He had a calling that lit him up from the inside. You know how people say they had their call to something? I felt that I was actually called to be a doctor. There was never any question in my mind about it. He often said with that trademark smile. This wasn't just some feel-good philosophy. It transformed his entire life. As one of America's first open heart surgeons, he kept operating until 74 and continued mentoring in the operation room until 95. Why? Because to him, surgery wasn't work, it was joy. The science backs this up. The groundbreaking longevity project found that people who stay engaged in meaningful work live significantly longer. Your passion creates a positive feedback loop. You're happier, less stressed, and more motivated to stay healthy. When you love what you do, retirement becomes a choice, not an escape. Dr. Wareham only stepped away at 95 because, as he put it, I picked 95 as an arbitrary time when I would quit.
Well, I quit work when I was 95. The people I worked with very much wanted me to continue, but I felt I should spend a little more time at home with my family.
What lights you up from within? Finding that spark might just add years to your life. Second longevity hack: live a purpose-bound life. Did you know having a meaningful purpose can literally extend your life? Dr. Waham's second longevity secret wasn't found in a pill bottle. It was written in his heart. A defining moment changed everything for him during World War II. As a Navy doctor, he watched his captain die from an abdominal infection after surgeons delayed a critical operation. This tragedy lit a fire within him. I decided then that I would become a well-qualified surgeon, Dr. Wareham recalled, his voice still carrying the weight of that promise decades later. This purpose drove him to master the emerging field of open heart surgery, extending his residency by 2 years and training at St. Francis Hospital for Cardiac Children. In 1958, he performed the first open heart surgery at Loma Linda University, the same school where he began his medical journey. But his mission expanded far beyond America's borders. In the 1960s, Dr. Wareham and his wife Barbara traveled to Pakistan, Greece, and Saudi Arabia, training local surgeons to save lives. In most countries, there was no way for people to have heart surgery, he explained. If they had money, they'd go abroad to England or the US. The people were very grateful. What purpose drives you forward each morning? Finding your why might be the most powerful medicine of all. Third longevity hack: cultivate strong family ties and relationships. The love story behind Dr. Waham's century-long journey might be his most powerful health secret. Ellsworth and Barbara's romance began in 1948 at Glendale Adventist Hospital. He was a 35-year-old surgical resident. She was a 21-year-old nursing student. Barbara recalled with a smile. He arrived with flowers and tickets to the light opera. I thought he was a keeper. Together, they raised 5 children on a 40-acre apple orchard near Loma Linda University. Even at 95, when Dr. Wham could still perform surgeries, he chose family over the operating room.
I quit work when I was 95. I felt I should spend a little more time at home with my family.
This choice aligns perfectly with science. Strong social connections reduce death risk by 26 to 29%, while isolation increases your chances of heart disease, stroke, anxiety, depression, and dementia. Think about it. Your relationships aren't just enriching your days, they're literally extending your life. When we feel loved and supported, our bodies respond with lower inflammation, better immune function, and reduced stress hormones. Who's your keeper? The people who bring you flowers, laughter, and light. These connections might be your most powerful medicine. Drop a heart emoji in the comments if you believe love is the ultimate health booster. Fourth longevity hack: unlock deep, restorative sleep. At 100 plus, Dr. Wham still embraces the power of rest.
I get a good night's sleep, and if I feel like it, I take a nap during the day. I learned in my profession how to go to sleep quite quickly. And I think that, let us say, I could leave you and I could lie down, I could be asleep in 15 minutes.
Dedicating 8 to 9 hours to sleep each night before rising at 5 a.m. His non-negotiable morning ritual? 3 full glasses of water before anything else. Science confirms his wisdom. Studies from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine reveal that consistent 6 to 8 hour sleep patterns significantly reduce cardiovascular risks and mortality rates. Meanwhile, irregular sleep literally accelerates aging at the cellular level. Early birds like Dr. Wham gain additional advantages. Nature Communications research shows morning people enjoy better mental health and lower disease risk, while night owls face a 10% higher mortality rate, according to Chronobiology International. Perhaps most striking is Harvard's discovery that poor sleep shortens telomeres, those protective caps on our chromosomes that determine how quickly our cells age. Dr. Wham's Century of Life reminds us that sleep isn't a luxury, it's essential maintenance. By resting well and maintaining disciplined routines, we're not just feeling better tomorrow, we're investing in decades of healthier living. What's your sleep number? Are you giving your body the restoration time it needs? Fifth longevity hack: move intentionally, thrive actively. Dr. Wham's century-long vitality reveals a refreshing approach to physical activity, one that favors purposeful movement over structured exercise routines. Rather than logging gym hours, he integrated activity naturally through daily living. His fitness regimen came disguised as productivity, tending his garden, maintaining his lawn, investing up to 10 hours weekly, and consistently navigating stairs throughout his home. This functional approach kept him strong while accomplishing necessary tasks. Dr. Wham often cited compelling research from Stanford University showing that climbing stairs just 20 times weekly correlates with a remarkable 46% reduction in cardiac-related mortality. His commitment to regular, practical movement likely contributed significantly to his exceptional longevity. The results speak volumes. He maintained his independence well past 100, even continuing to drive. Dr. Wham's example suggests that consistent, purposeful activity integrated into daily routines may be more sustainable and equally effective than formal workout programs. Sixth longevity hack: nourish with plants, sustain your heart. I happen to be a vegan. I've been one for about half my life. I think that's a healthy form of nutrition Dr. Wham shared with the conviction of someone who's lived the results.
As far as my dietary program is concerned, I happen to be a vegan. When I was in practice in medicine, I would tell the patients that the vegetable-based diet was the healthy way to go. As much as possible, we keep away from the animal products.
His eating pattern was remarkably simple, just 2 meals daily. At 10 a.m., he enjoyed whole wheat cereal with almond milk, sometimes adding fruits or nuts. His final meal at 4 p.m. consisted of vegetables, grains, and nuts, no animal products whatsoever. This wasn't just personal preference. Dr. Wham pointed to groundbreaking research from the Cleveland Clinic showing how a plant-based diet can actually reverse heart disease. Dr. Esselstyn of the Cleveland Clinic has proven we can arrest and reverse coronary artery disease with a low-fat vegan diet, Dr. Wham emphasized. If you exercise and eat this way, your chances of developing heart disease plummet. The magic number? A cholesterol level under 140. Dr. Wham maintained his at an impressive 117. If I ever feel chest pain, I know it's not my heart. With cholesterol that low, heart attacks are extremely rare. The science is clear on what raises cholesterol. Saturated fat from animal products tops the list. But there's more to the story. Dr. Colin Campbell of Cornell found that animal proteins themselves, not just the fat, raise cholesterol, Dr. Wham explained. Even the casein in skim milk can be problematic. While exercise helps lower cholesterol somewhat, diet creates the most dramatic changes. You can't exercise enough to counteract a high-fat diet, he cautioned. The easiest path to healthy cholesterol is watching what you eat. 7th longevity hack: live the blue zone way. Would you believe there's a place in America where people routinely live a decade longer than everyone else? Dr. Wham's hometown of Loma Linda, California, is one of just 5 blue zones on Earth. Magical spots where centenarians aren't rare, they're normal. The secret? Loma Linda residents, many of them Seventh-day Adventists like Dr. Wham, live 9 to 11 years longer than the average American. And for men specifically, they gain an extra 6 to 7 years of life. That's like getting a bonus decade of birthdays, travel, and time with loved ones. What makes blue zones so special isn't just diet. It's a complete lifestyle package. Yes, they eat mostly plants, but they also prioritize movement, strong social connections, and effective stress management. For Adventists in Loma Linda, health is literally sacred. They take their eating habits straight from Genesis 1 verse 29, describing the Garden of Eden's diet. As Dan Buettner's research shows, this community treats their bodies as temples, avoiding harmful substances, limiting rich foods, and embracing plant-forward meals. When you make health a core value rather than just a passing interest, everything changes. One vitamin that Dr. Ellsworth Wareham took every day. A tiny pill fixed my only vegan worry, says Wham. Vitamin B12, the nutrient plants lack, keeps his nerves sharp and blood healthy. I take a speck daily. Lets me thrive on greens, grains, and zero guilt.
And when I found out that I could get by taking a little vitamin B12, why, of course, I then became entirely vegan.
If you found this video helpful, take a quick second to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another Ageless Icons routine we're exposing next week. Our next video reveals science-backed secrets to longevity that you can't afford to miss. Hit play now. Your future self will thank you.